Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds, by birth also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grow up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vote and create wealth from within. I am not a victim. I'm a victor. I love that. I love that. I love that. And you are too. What's going on, family? What's going on, family? Y'all give me a couple of seconds while I'll share this out real quick to these other platforms. While I'm sharing it, I ask that you would share. Share, tag, subscribe, invite, like, comment, heart. It don't matter. Let me share this real quick. Give me a couple of more seconds. I got to share these individually. So bear with me, people. Bear with me. And I can't do it prior to me streaming because it just doesn't let me do it. So anymore. They always changing something up with this technology, y'all. You got to be a trendsetter for real. You got to learn how to keep up and maneuver and pivot with these different trends. And that's real. They can put something together yesterday, last week. Let me make sure I did that one. And listen, 2 days later, the whole little setup is already, changed. It's already moved differently. It's like, wow. So you got to, one thing that I want to say before I say anything is make sure you got a skill. And let me just go ahead and check the temperature. Tell me your skill in the chat. How about that? Somebody talk back to me today. Good afternoon, everybody. Tell me your skill in the chat. Let me see if I'm going to. Let me share over here real quick. What's up, beautiful?
He let everybody along.
What's up? What's up? What is this playing?
Yes, City.
Wow, okay. What's going on, Tampa? I see. Motivational speaker. I'm a hairstylist. I'm in Cali. Yes and yes. Hold on, y'all.
Go.
All right, cool. All right. I'm skilled. Laugh out loud. Yeah, but name one of your skills. We're supposed to be multi-skilled, right? They can take education away. They can take their resources away. They can take whatever they want to take, but two things that they should never, ever be able to take. And that is your skill set and your mind. Your skill set and your mind. And a lot of times I come by here and I talk about that mindset because it's powerful. The mindset is powerful. The mindset would allow you to be put into predicaments where other people would not have survived what you survived because your mind was different. Your mind was set on surviving, and therefore you survived. I tell people this all the time, because I've studied this and I've saw this, I've witnessed this myself as well. The difference between those that get an incurable disease, some live and some don't, and we don't understand, you know. A lot of times people address it as their willpower, but your willpower is your mind. Your soul is your mind, your will, and your emotions. Your mind got to tell you what to do. Your mind going to tell you what to believe. Your will is going to believe that. Your will is going to bring that thing to pass. Your emotions is going to give you the juice, or it's either going to deplete you of being able to accomplish or be, desecrated. Either or. It's going to be your mind. Your mind tells you when to take a breath. Your mind tells you when you're hungry, not your stomach. Your mind tells you when you need to blink your eye. Your mind tells you when you need to sleep, when you need to use the restroom. It's your mind. So I spent a lot of time on the mindset, right? Because it was my mind that I had to change. I was conditioned I'm 45. For 41 years of my life, I was conditioned to the media. I was conditioned to my environment. I was conditioned to my traditions and my bloodline and my family and my this and that. And I'm telling y'all the truth. I was even saved and a whole believer, but my mind was in Egypt. So I spend a lot of time on your mind. I don't care whatever I'm starting with, whatever I'm opening up with, whatever I'm talking about, whatever I'm going to drop some game. I'm always going to tell you your mind and talk to you so that you can begin to think differently. It's a tactic. I do it on purpose. I want to take your mind from a space and a place to where I want your results to show up. I don't want you coming here thinking about what you finna eat in a minute. I don't want you thinking about who did what to you. I don't want you over here thinking about what she said and what shots was fired and all of this stuff that don't produce anything for us. That stuff don't produce nothing for us. And a mind is a terrible thing to waste. So why waste it on people, places, and things? If you're going to waste your mind, waste your mind on your purpose. If you're going to waste your mind on anything, waste your mind on your purpose. What am I born to do? What am I called to do other than what I'm doing? What am I purpose to do so that I can do that? And I'm going to put all my mind into that. I'm going to shut down the naysayers. I'm going to shut off and cut off the haters. Doesn't matter who they are. I am at a place, hear me clearly. If my right hand causes me to do something, boop, you got to go too. I'm just at that place. I'm at that place to where if you meant to go with me, then you'll come on along. And if you're not, then you'll keep watching me. I'm at that place. I don't care who it is. Y'all hear me? This scripture in my life, when a man has given up mother, father, brother, sister, children, husband, I don't care what it is. When you get to that point, then you can be used. Where you done left houses, mother, children, land, donkey, oxen, wealth, that's where you could be used in that place, in that space. I'm cool by myself. I've accepted that. I've gotten comfortable with that. I realize that the 1%, they fortify their mind so much they weather any storm. Bring it, baby. They fortify their mind. They don't never tell themselves, oh, I can't do this. Oh, this is too hard. They always like, how I'm gonna get through this, how I'm gonna do this, what's the way around this? It's brutal. And you got to get to that place like a bulldog, for real, in your mind, that I refuse to be stopped. I refuse to lose. I refuse to be set back. I refuse to be in lack. This is it. I'm divorcing you. We having a funeral. We're not doing this anymore. Not another day. I wouldn't stay in a place that I was uncomfortable another day, another minute, another second. Why are you doing that to yourself, brothers and sisters? That's called self afflicted. You get the dopamine or the adrenaline of getting your nerves all worked up, getting your mind in a frenzy. It's like a dopamine. It's like a high. It's like a crack addict. No, when you can change it. There's a lot of people, trust me, I deal with a lot of people. And they used to be able to come by and shoot the bull on me. Hey, Tawana, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going through, Earl just left me and Kiki just did this and I got this going on. I've got that going on. And it's only about 1 to 5 minutes. I don't even think by 5 minutes I'm agitated because I don't want to hear your problems. Especially when we got an opportunity to make the solution if there is not one. We are some powerful creatures. We are some powerful beings, baby. There ain't another source or species. There ain't no other type of creature on this planet Earth as powerful and as bad as we as human beings. And we out here wasting our time and wasting the gift and wasting the ability and the power and the resources that when we was born bad to the bone. No, I put you in this earth to rule. I did not put you in this earth to suffer. Will there be sufferings along the way? Yes. That's when your mind needs to be fortified. That no matter what, I'm going to keep on keeping up. Learn from your life lessons. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from failure. That's a part of life. Give yourself grace enough to fail, but get back up and keep trying. Don't ever get stuck. Don't ever get stuck, because when you get stuck, there's no progress. If you in a chokehold in any area of your life, in your mind, in your finances, in your relationship, in your ministry, it doesn't matter. You stuck because you choose to be there, stuck. When you get tired, it's like, look, take the chains off and I'm out. For real, for real. For real, for real. I know that to be 100% truth because I was comfortable working a job. When I knew, I always knew. That's why I start jobs and quit them. Like, no, bro, I'm not a slave. No pun intended to nobody working a 9 to 5. But that is a slave man's type of mentality. And a slave man's type of work. I don't need you to tell me how much I can make per hour, man. I don't need you to tell me what time I need to show up to make you money. That's I'm from the streets. So I just got a different perspective on things, okay? Especially for those of y'all that went to college and y'all see life from the other side of the glass. Let me give you this side of the glass, okay? I'm from the streets. Everything about the hood wasn't all terrible because I learned a lot of things in business and life. I learned a lot of things. I learned that most trap boys got better credit than people out here that ain't never touched a piece of nothing, that ain't into that lifestyle at all. They got better credit and better money management skills than billionaires and millionaires. There's celebrities that don't even got money management skills. That's why they have a financial advisor, and they advise them when they get on out of the thank you for the hearts. Okay, y'all already know that's what helps me beat the algorithm, helps me get into the For You page, help somebody else get this good game that you over here getting for free 99, okay? So check it out. I know for sure, because I used to be one, I did not utilize credit. I'm going to tell you right now, when I was out there in the street, filling out an application and stuff was foreign. Talking about some credit, what? We don't use credit. We buy. We make the money, then we buy what we want. Okay. There's people that's selling that stuff all day long because they trying to get beam me up Scotty. So we didn't have to utilize credit. None of that. We didn't have to go, worry about every 2 weeks getting paid. We didn't have to worry about that either. We got paid every day. Every day that we showed up, we got paid. But I learned things out there in the game. Okay. And so when I try to go into corporate America and work a job, and I know how to work my own operation, I know how to invest, because that's what they do. When they buying at work, they invest in. Okay. They invest in $250 with an expectation of a return of double their money. If they start small and they ain't got a whole lot of money, they'll start with the 50 pack. Because I know I'm going to up this. I'm going to get me 5 rocks. I'm going to up this. That's going to be 100. I'm going to take the other 50 and invest it back to get 100 more and put the other 50 up in my pocket. They are very good investors. Do you hear me? I had a whole operation. And I don't care about saying this and being very transparent, because that was in my past. If you didn't catch me then, shame on you and not on me. But this is my testimony. This is what helped me in business. It was a street sense. Okay? We didn't leverage credit. What was credit? If we didn't have it, we didn't buy it. And if we wanted it bad enough, we would get out there and grind and get it and then pay for it in cash. I never leased a vehicle. I bought my cars. I went to the tow yards. I went to the elderly people that was getting rid of their vehicles because I knew they was well kept. Went to the auctions. We paid cash for our stuff, man. So coming over into corporate America, we also was organizers and leaders, okay? We had runners. You peep game over there. You go drop this off to that person over there. I'm going to pay you. I'm telling you right now, we think these dope boys out here is bad. Put them in a business. That's why I be trying to reach them. Look, go to and make that legal. Make everything that you're doing legal. You'll be all right. You got business skills, but you just trapping illegal. Turn that into legal. It's a whole entire enterprise. You got the head of the gang of the hood, and then you got people underneath. He a solid one. He ain't. He a runner. He can drive. He a watcher. He gonna watch and make sure block is not hot. Like it's organized. I'm not just talking about in our community. I'm talking about the Russians or the Italians, the mob bosses. You know what I'm saying? They got structure. The elk lodges. You feel what I'm saying? The fraternities. The Mason lodges. And me being a believer, I'm a believer, right? So I look at things like, man, if they out there doing all of that, and they believe in things that I don't agree with, but they got their stuff structured the right way. They use principles, and because they use principles, they prosper. We as believers can be judgmental all day long. You shouldn't be in no fraternity, and they got order and structure. They don't, you know what I'm saying? It's people coming out now talking about what's been happening, but they sworn to, they ain't out here being messy. They're not out here exposing business for clout. They don't do that in their organizations. They take oaths. In the hood either. You better not switch up. No, they take vows. Okay? It's the same way in the business. So when I go to the workplace and these people tell me, hey, you need to be here at 8:00. Now I got somebody telling me what time I need to be there to make them some money. And then they're going to tell me that I can only make minimum wage. Then they gonna tell me that I'm only valued at minimum wage for making them maximum wage. While they sit at the house with their family, fly all across the Delta skies, take their family to go see trails we ain't never even heard of, okay? They sitting back, being the boss. Organized structure. I'm going to start the entity, and then I'm going to deploy and delegate tasks for others to carry out and build my empire. And then I'm going to just pay a minimum wage for it. That's crazy. So I always like to start with a mindset massage. Let me just get up in your mind and cause you to think, because powerful people ask powerful questions. And what you steer your focus on is what you can have. If you just wake up and turn and flip on a switch and be like, damn, that woman is telling the truth. This was a organized, systemized scheme. And we can't be mad at them because we bought into it. We can't be mad when social media's Mark Zuckerberg or TikTok or whoever else don't like us saying certain things on their platform. We can't get mad at that. That's their platform. But the only thing that we gonna do is get mad, make a little hoorah, hoorah, and not go create us our own platforms. You have the same ability. And even now, so you got the same skills, same resources, same tools. Ain't nobody got their foot on nobody's neck. It's a level playing field. I don't care what we feel about DIVOC. And y'all turn those letters around. You know what I'm talking about, 2020. It don't matter how you look at it. There was loss, but there was also some gain. There was a changing of the guards. It was a good thing that it happened because it made the playing field level. I kid you not. Everybody and their mama was eligible for PPP. They didn't even have jobs. Never had worked. Had $40,000, $80,000 for made-up employees. They had prisoners in prison getting PPP. EDD, unemployment, everybody unemployed. Go ahead and run it up. Stimulus. Hey, everybody, everything is stimulus. Everybody had an equal level playing field. I don't care. The crackheads had PPP. You hear me? I've been saying this. I ain't saying nothing new. Everybody got a PPP. I know I did not get one. And I know that other people did not get. There's a few others, but it was available to everybody. Okay? It was available to everybody is where I'm going with this. And that's the reason why we in inflation right now. They printed out all that money. There was no production going on to match the speed of all that money that was printed. And then people wasn't spending as rapidly as they expected. People was holding on to it. People was sitting in the bank. People was starting businesses. They was exchanging money through Cash App and all of that stuff, right? So it wasn't being dumped back into the economy at a rapid rate. So then they're like, look, we got to raise the prices up to balance this thing out. Then they took all them jobs away. So now the production and the workflow and what it would take, the manpower to get us balanced out. That's why it's still hyper inflated. It ain't going nowhere. They did this strategically. It was on purpose. Nevertheless, I'm not one of them ones that see the negative. The negative may be happening, but how can I turn this into a positive for me? Because in order for any vehicle to work, you got to have a negative and a positive. I don't know why people don't expect negative to happen. Whenever I'm sounding the alarm, I'm only telling people you better pay attention and wake up so that you can get prepared to counterattack what it is that's coming down your doorstep, period. But outside of that, man, y'all turn up out there. While y'all turning up, I'm turning up over here too. Because fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. Y'all stop this whole entire country. That was mind-blowing to me. That was mind-blowing to me. That changed me. That's when whatever cataracts, that is when whatever spiritual blindness, that is when whenever anything that was on my eyesight, baby, that's when it fell down. And the very first thing I asked myself is, what do I got that I can do to take care of my family? They wanted us to wait for them to issue us money on cards, and bruh, that was too costly for me. That was too costly. I had 2 twin baby girls at the time. I'm like, dang, what am I do? Like, I put these kids in the earth. You gave them to me and I decided, yeah, I brought them into the earth. I can't be just stuck right here like this and I don't have power to feed my, this is not their responsibility. I felt like that low because I had always sought to, work a job, do some little side hustles, like wealth stuff was not a thing to me until they shut down access to everything we was comfortable with. That was so transformational for me. That opened my eyes completely up. Because they wanted to do a drill. Let's see how far this will go, how long this will play out, what we can do, how many we can hurt. Look, they did that. That was a test. And so then it okay, that worked and that didn't. But they gave us a little feedback right here. Well, we might got to tweak something up. Matter of fact, let's meet back over there in Washington. Okay, let's meet over there in Washington, and and we'll come together so that we can speed up this other agenda that we had rolled out for 2030. And the topics of our discussion is going to be AI. It's going to be the financial banking situation. It's going to be the emergency response situation. Y'all can go look this up. Exactly what I'm telling y'all. It's on Google. I just shared it last week because this is what was going on. So I'm seeing all of that go on. I'm not out here playing politics, aka politics. I'm responsible as a woman. My husband's responsible as a man. We asked for these children. We brought them into the world. We responsible for providing for them. And when them people was up there in Congress arguing about if we were going to get a stimulus check, they only gave out 2 or 3. And they was debating whether you was gonna give people $1,200 stimulus money. Then they had these long lines. My daughter and it was like, "Mama, can I get a EDD?" And they had these long phone call lines, where you gotta talk to a representative and had to wait 10 hours to talk to a representative. So you got people making videos and stuff. How do you get a hold to the IRS and how do you get a hold to the unemployment? I mean, it was bananas. It was absolute chaotic. And in that moment, I said, "No, look, what do I got on the inside of me? I got gifts." I instantly, my mind. That's where I got the whole pioneers power circle. Pioneers are pioneers that pave new paths. This path that I've been on been jacked up. It's like swinging the pedaling my whole life. It's like a teeter-totter, up and down, up and down. I have money sometimes. I don't have money sometimes. I can provide sometimes. Sometimes it's just straight up hard. I'm depressed sometimes. Sometimes I'm happy. Listen. So I said, I'm going to pave me a new path, period. Because this life that I've been living, this ain't it. So what do I got on the inside of me? He said, I gave you a gift to braid hair. You've been braiding hair since you was a child. I said, yeah, but everybody's in the house. What could I do? He said, get on Zoom. Like you do your free trainings and like you do your kingdom ministry. Get on Zoom. You've been on Zoom for the last 2 hours. 2 years. You just get on Zoom. And you can start out week 1, how to do box braids. People didn't know how to braid their hair. They couldn't travel and go here and go to the salons and go to a boutique house and get braided up. They were forced to have to learn how to do it themselves. Do you know how rich you could have got just doing that? And then also, I love to interior decorate just for my own self. I don't love to go interior decorate for anybody else. But one thing that I do know, I got gifts. I've always liked to match my stuff, coordinated. I like, like blingy type stuff. It could be zirconia. It could be fake. It can be, a knockoff. I don't care. I just like things that bling. See, when I show up, I just like things that bling. It doesn't matter, real or fake. So I remember when I was in the world, and I was trapping, I used to change my furniture like people change their underwears. I'm going to have this for a week, black and gold. Okay, I'm going to put some burgundy. I'm going to put some white, cocaine white rugs. It was just something that I liked it to do, right? So I used to take those artificial leaves, they call lays. I used to take those artificial lays and I used to line the top ceiling part of my home in all of my home. But I also used to spray paint mine to make them the color of my living room set. So if my living room was burgundy, then I will spray paint it burgundy. If my living room was gold and some other, then I would spray paint it. So that's what I started doing during the pandemic. I could take old furniture and refurbish it, gloss it, repaint it, bring it back to life. Because that's what I used to do, my own house. So I was like, oh, that's a gift. Hey, Dr. T, I've been trying to reach you, just trying to confirm you received my info. Summer Breeze, what info? Did you send it to my Yahoo email? I'll check in just a moment, okay? I'll check my email because I haven't received anything as of date. But I started painting the leaf. That's what I started doing. I was like, oh, okay, you know what? I got that gift too. I can use that. I don't have to do it for people's homes. If I needed to, I would. But people ain't letting you come into their homes. But what I can do is start teaching people how to do DIY your own stuff, sell it virtually, put it in a box. You can't go home. I'll start tapping into the value on the inside. It say Dr. T joined. I'm Dr. T. There can't be another me. Who is you, Dr. T? What do you charge for box braids? I don't braid nobody here, okay? It was just a revelation that was being given to me. I stopped braiding people here, and let me tell y'all what happened with that. God gave me that gift. I did not go to no beauty college. I didn't go to any of that. I can braid hair, including my own hair. I sold my own weaves in. I had 6 girls at one time in a house, and their hair needed to be combed. I had boys who the father commanded me not to cut their hair for spiritual reasons. I had a husband who had hair. And I used to devalue my gift. So my family, it's always your family. They would come by and they would say, could you braid my hair? Could you put a weave in my hair? I'd be like, yeah. How much you gonna charge me? You just give me what you gonna shoot me. I'm taking hours. Okay, here go $25, $30. So because I couldn't find the courage to raise my prices to what I should have been making, $25, We just burn that in electricity. Even giving them the ability to make an offer on my work. You can't tell me what I'm worth. So I got discouraged and let the gift go. Now, can I braid? Yeah, I still got kids' hair to braid. But the desire to braid other people's hair, because I was real big on people doing your hair, okay? Your head is where the battlefield goes down at. It's a fight or flight right here. The greatest battle that you're going to ever fight is going to be in your mind. And you imagine just anybody. Lay hands on no man suddenly, lest you become partakers of their sin. So if I lay my hands on you and I'm into a different type of lifestyle, now you're going to start having them same type of desires, them same type of thoughts, them same type of lust, right? Because I lay hands. It's called transference. And I learned that the hard way. So that's why I would do my own hair. And I wanted to have hands that were not perfect, because nobody is. Nobody is. But righteous, striving for perfection, striving for holiness. You bless my hands and everybody in the neighborhood will come and get their hair done. Why? Because it'd be like, you got growing hands. I just knew how to get their hair from poquito to a lot, right? Make it thick, full, the whole 9 yards. But I lost the passion and the desire because people would not pay me according to the work. That's a good confidence, queen. Yeah, that's right. That's right, sister. Well, what's up, Dr. T? Dr. T, Dr. T. I'm Dr. T too, okay? So there's two of us. I'm a mentor and life coach. Same here, okay? So look, I played myself out of my own gift because that was a gift God gave to me. But because I didn't have the confidence to charge and be like, look, I'm going to charge you $100. I didn't have that confidence. Why? Because I had a poor mindset. I'm like, they probably can't afford that. Why? Because I couldn't afford it. Now I'm projecting my poverty on other people. I'm in their pockets, but yet and still they can afford to go get a fresh outfit, okay? Get a fresh hairdo, make it work to get to the club, okay? I was just curious because I'm in Dallas and I would have loved to get mine braided by you. I just ain't gonna do it, sister. I'm not gonna do it. What you don't use, you lose. I love motivating. I love impacting. I love empowering. I love doing exactly what I do here right now. But if I ever needed a resource, I can braid for sure. Singles, individuals, French braids, cornrows, finger waves, weaves, and installs. I can do it all. I just don't desire to do it. So I'm very meticulous with my time now. And that would just take me a lot of time. And this ain't coming from no cocky place or no arrogant place. This is coming from a confident place. Because once you taste something, you can never go back. That's why a dog that tastes his blood got to be put down. He's going to bite again. He's going to be bloodthirsty to taste that blood again. That's why drug addicts, they're not getting high just to get high. They're getting high to chase that very first high that they ever got. People that smoke cigarettes, they looking for that very first feeling. That's why they keep doing it over and over and over again. Yes, empowerment is needed in a lot of areas. Absolutely. I 100% agree. Okay. But once you taste something, you can't go back. And therefore, I'm able to say it was good for me to be afflicted with poverty because I hate that spirit with everything in me. And because I have paid myself $50,000 in 4 hours to try to go back and braid hair for less than that, it doesn't coincide. Not to say that I will ever pass over pennies, dimes, nickels, dollar bills whatever to pick up the hundreds. No, that's not what I'm saying. My mind won't let me. Some people start a business and then they go back because their mind never left the job or the place that they mind never left that state or that place. It's just, let me try this, see if it worked. Probably was a little hesitant, probably was a little doubtful to begin with. So they wanted that crutch over there that if this doesn't work, I can go back to that. Me, it's like God just took me and just said, boop, literally. And it took for me to lose my son to get serious. It's like everything changed. Everything changed. That's the best example I can give you. 2 years before the demic, I lost my son. Then when the demic happened, it was like, oh heck no. After I lost him, I started just taking those 2 years on educating myself, reforming myself. I got my credit fixed. I wanted to own a home. I wanted certain things, right, that I never had. So I went after those goals. But when the demic hit, it was like, wait a minute, hold on now. I got to make sure, because it ain't nobody else's responsibility, that I make sure that mine is taken care of. And that I do something that makes money during a lockdown, during a pandemic, during a hyperinflation, during a famine, during a whatever comes. I mean, literally everything proof. Then I need to start learning new skills. You think about our ancestors, they did not have none of the tools and resources we have readily available at our fingertips. None of them. Yet and still they build hieroglyphics, they build pyramids, they drew road maps, they braided hair. I mean, they had cattle, they raised cattle. I mean, they had a skill set. No education. They didn't have no education. That's why I'm here to tell you, and I'm not against education, but I'm like, we don't even get to use everything that we was forced to learn over them 18 years. Times, dividing, plus, subtract. What does that history benefit us about Christopher Columbus? If you read the history books, we ain't nowhere in the history books but in shackles. So how does that benefit us? We don't use trigonometry in everyday life. We don't use that, okay? A lot of that stuff that we went and learned, we didn't use it. And we still don't have need of it. So you come out more confused than you went in. Like, for real. I went into school knowing exactly what I wanted to do. I never forget the news station came and interviewed me. I have the let me see if I can pull it up. I'm finna show y'all right here. I have the certificate from a child. I told them that I wanted to be a teacher. By the time I left high school, I didn't know what the hell I wanted to be at all. I just knew that I was ready to get up out of there. All of this science and it was just too much. It was just way too much. But our forefathers didn't have no dang on education. And they created light bulbs. They created what we use every single day without any measurements, without any of that. Rulers, hammers, none of that stuff. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can search it like this. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up real quick and don't gotta go through a million posts, but I share it. Whenever I see it come up in my memories, it's a reminder to me. That I said this. And what am I today? I'm an educator. I'm a teacher. So that was another gift. I told so many of my clients, I told them this and they didn't take me serious. But I'm gonna tell y'all now because I don't want y'all to miss the next move or the next wave or the next opportunity. I told them people, I said, look, and this is the type of person that I am, so y'all understand. I don't mind sharing information with people, right? I'm very comfortable in my calling. I'm very comfortable in my calling. So I don't try to swerve lanes. I don't do that. I don't be like, yeah, I can do that too. Even though I got the ability and the capacity to do it, I don't do that. If I come up with a multi-billion-dollar idea, and I know somebody who got that gift, or who got the stamina, or who got the expertise by the Spirit, and the Most High tell me, look, go share that with them. I share with a young lady. I say, look, this is what I heard in my spirit, and I'm gonna get back to it. I couldn't find the picture. Um, I think I put on the news or something like that. I couldn't find the picture, but it's distracting me, and I don't want to get off a topic because I'm only here limited, right? And I want to tell y'all these things that I feel led to tell y'all today. That's why I'm sitting here telling y'all. Let me try one more time, and then if I can find it, then I will get to y'all. I'll show it to y'all the next time, okay? Um, I don't know the keywords that I use when I type the post. Maybe I'll use never give up on your dreams. I think something like that. Um, Let me go back. Try this one more time. Never give up. My phone made a weird noise. Stop requesting to get in my live. I'm not going live with y'all. Y'all don't do that. There's going to be a time and a season and a place for that. But here we go, right here. I had to type in those keywords. Never give up on your dreams. Let me show y'all over here as well. Okay, so that's my maiden name. See ya. You guys are not getting in my live. Sorry. That's my maiden name, Thacker. Channel 47, the news people came out, right? Very smart young lady. I already knew what I wanted to be when I went to school. That's why I focused and I obsessed with going to school and getting good grades. It's reaching for the dream of being a teacher, right? And I shared this post because I was teaching at this time at an elementary school. But God just called me to take it to another level, to become a coach, to become a consultant, to become a mindset coach, a money coach. Okay. I had to literally hate the spirit that had kept me in bondage for so very long, because I always knew what I wanted to do. I always knew what I wanted to be, but I was always miserable because I was never operating in that. And that was another gift that God revealed to me during the demic. And I told some of my clients, because I'm a person that stay in my lane, I could have went out and did this myself, kept the information to myself. But I kept telling my clients, because I have I'm a visionary, right? Discernment is on steroids. But that comes from sacrifice. That comes from spending time in the presence of the Most High. A lot of things that a lot of other people really don't want to do, I want to do. I want to know him in ways that other people don't want to know him in. He's my best friend. He's my everything. He's my mother and my father when I did not have one. He is my world. So it comes with a price. It comes with a cost. But I'm able to see this, well, this will be good for this person, right? Told a young lady, I'm gonna go back to that. Told a young lady, there was a lot of people during the demic, okay, that was looking to return back to normal, and there was a lot of people during that demic that had underlying health conditions. Therefore, it was making them more susceptible to receive this thing, right? And one day, as I was sitting there in meditation and just in worship, I heard the Spirit of God say, Tawana, you notice ain't nobody ever asked me for the cure to this. They just ran and jumped the gun and got that. Nobody asked me for the cure to this. He said, not even you. If you would have asked me, I would have showed you. I said in my word that every seed-bearing herb has been given for meat and for healing for the nations. And I learned that because I'm also a medical assistant. Y'all don't judge me. I was lost in the sauce, okay? I'm telling you, I've been all around the world and I've been a daycare provider, a medical, a librarian, a teacher. Listen, too many to name. Embarrassing. But I don't regret it. I was just confused, trying to find the purpose that was on the inside of me. So he said, nobody asked me for the cure. And then I was like, wow, nobody did not. He said, including you. I said, well, I'm going to ask now. And he gave me the name to one plant. And I ain't going to tell nobody. I told this young lady. When I went and looked up the plant, it dealt with everything, inflammation, lungs. It dealt with everything, blood clots. I mean, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. All these people expired because somebody didn't seek you for the cure. I said, never again. Never again. Everything that we need is right here, right around us, in our backyard, on the inside. It's right here. We study looking out, trying to have other people give us stuff that's already on the inside of us. And that's where he told me the value, Tawana, is in your vote. The value is within. Why don't you create wealth from within? I said, oh, okay. So I told the people this. I said, look. I said, if you hear me clearly, everything is shut down. If you a teacher, you should go online. And you should start some type of virtual mentorship, some type of virtual math support. If math is your area of expertise, start some virtual math support. Okay, start something educational where the parents that's forced to stay at home now, they're doing their jobs. You can be in a room. You can allow as many people, over 1,000, to be on at one time. You can charge $25 a week. If reading is your subject, if English is your subject, if you a homeschooler, this would, listen, they didn't do it. All of a sudden, because what you delay in, other people will pick it up, okay? If God said it's going to be done, it's going to be done, whether you listen or not. If he can't use your hands to give you wealth and change the trajectory of your family, he will use somebody else in your family hands. The plan and the purpose will never be stopped. He says, I look for one in each generation to raise up. In each generation. That's why if you look through your bloodline, you look through your life, there's one in each generation that is different. They call them the black sheep. I'm just the black sheep of the family. No, you're peculiar. You chosen. You're supposed to be different. You were called to do something, stop something, change something, break something, make something new. You were. You crying about why you was born into that family so you can change what that name means. That's why. You want to know why you had to grow up like that? So you can stop others and the coming generation from growing up like that. Period. So I was like, okay, bet. The wealth is within. All right, show me how to pull this thing out. He said, look, I want you to realize this. And I'm almost done here. I tell y'all the story all the time. If you ain't heard it, you're about to hear it. If you have heard it, you're about to hear it again. I'm just making the full story. I tell y'all all the time I made $12,000 in 1 hour. That's the first time that I ever paid myself anything like that. I was out there hustling and wasn't able to walk away with a $12,000 paycheck or payout. Never. Income tax don't give me that back. Okay? Never had a settlement or anything. In 1 hour, in 1 hour, I paid myself $12,000 in 1 hour. I got those receipts too. Let me pull them up because they my testimony, so I shared them everywhere. But let me tell you how I got there. I said, okay, the wealth is within. You gave me the gift to braid hair. I don't want to braid hair, but I will. Because at this point, listen, it's either sink or swim, fight or flight. So if I got to do hair, then I'll do hair. If I got to do interior design or, making these leaves and selling that, I'll do that. But what you want me to do? What else is on the inside of me? Listen. What is going on with this? I can't scroll it down. Hold on. Oh. Hold on, y'all. Because I want y'all to see this. So I said, what do I got on the inside of me other than that? And I'm not complaining and saying, other than that, like that. He said, your story. I was like, my story? People don't want to hear nothing about my story. It's like, you'd be amazed. He said, I want you to get dressed. He said, I want you to turn on the camera. There go my receipts. Okay? $12,000 in 1 hour. And I'm finna show you how I did that. He said, I want you to get dressed and I want you to tell your story. I'm like, which one? I got so many. He said, I know. I said, which one? He said, either one of them. Which one you want to start with? So I was like, okay, let me see what I can start with. I got on that live and I told that story. It was 12 women on there that said, wow, your story resonates with me so much. And after I told my story, I just felt free because I had never told my story. I've just been carrying this stuff around, just moving through, growing through trauma. Okay. Never treating it, just growing through it. I just felt so much relief. And they was like, wow, I would love to tell my story. Can you help me? And I'm looking at the comments and I'm like, can I help them? I'm having this battle in my mind. I'm like, can I help them? I barely know how to tell my own story. I was just being obedient. And I heard the Spirit say, tell them, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I can help y'all. Okay, well, how much you gonna charge us? How much you gonna charge us? And I'm like, I don't know. I had a problem charging people $5 for a mentorship. We would pray hours, baby. You talking about some, baby, listen, there was some good days on them phone calls for hours for free 99. Just game and wisdom pouring out. And I was like, I don't know. I'm debating in my mind because everything's right on the spot. I didn't come prepared to teach people how to tell their story. I just came to prepare to tell my own story. And I was like, I heard the Spirit say, tell him $1,000 for 12 months. The minimum you will make is about $15,000 to $20,000 a year working a restaurant job. So you working for $1,000 a year, it may seem like a lot of money at one time, but no, you only working for $1,000 a year for the year. You committing 12 months of your time to them. And I was like, $1,000. I just threw it out there. I was scared as I don't know what. I was like $1,000. And they was like, okay, where we pay? Bet. Where we pay at? I didn't have no links or nothing. I was like, I got Cash App and PayPal. My nonprofit got PayPal. They was like, look, we finna send a payment right now. What's the information? And somebody who was working on my mindset, helping me work on my mindset, she was like, oh, I got you, boo. This is what I've been preparing you for. Because she used to tell me, charge $10 and see how that could charge $50. It was so painful because I kept projecting my poverty on other people. Not knowing that they got money to pay for everything else. It was an internal thing with me. It wasn't them. That's why I gave up the hair braiding. I let them punk me out of my position. Right? However, I paid myself $12,000 in 1 hour. And it's been game over ever since then. Now, I didn't take that $12,000 and yeah, I got $12,000 off in the splurge. I was like, oh my God, I just said that. And it's a thing and they're sending their money. And I'm getting email notification. I'm like, wow. What I'm going to do now? I heard the Spirit say you're going to take that money and you're going to go invest in you a storytelling class. Somebody finna help you. And you're going to give them access to the storytelling class. And as you learn with your mentor, you're going to come back and bring it to them. And that's how I got started. These women now have coaching programs of their own. They have mentorships. I mean, they have yearly events doing phenomenal. I got 13 of them, male and female. I can go to one group and show you off the rip right here, right now. Then I was like, oh, okay. Once I got that skill and I learned how to do that, baby, listen, now the cost of my mentorship became more valuable. Because now I was able to get connections and start getting into real estate. And then after those 12 people, other people was like, can you tell my story? Because they getting breakthroughs. They getting results. They're like, can you help me? Yeah, $1,000 for a year. Come on in here and get them. We created a whole entire circle. And then the Father said, it's never a singularity thing. It's a team thing. So what I want you to do, I want you to get a doctor in here, a nurse. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you what he told me. I'm just using that as an example. He said in life, now Kobe Bryant, all these other celebrities, Beyonce, all these other successful people, they don't have one coach. They have a mindset coach, a meal planning coach. They have a financial coach. They have a health coach. They have a mental health coach. Okay, they have coaches, a conditioning coach, a stretching coach. Hello, somebody, y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Just let me know. I'm just checking the temperature. If it take all of them coaches to be successful, why we ain't got none? Why we ain't got none? Even the president got advisors. He still got people he got to answer to. He still got people that got to give him game and teach him how to maneuver. We want all this success and we want all this wealth and we want to change our lives and we want to have a better future for our family. Yet we ain't got nobody to show us the way, and we ain't got multiple of them. So I started getting me coaches. I wanted to learn how to get out of poverty and stay out. It wasn't enough for me to get out of. I had to get me a coach to help me with my credit. I had to get a coach to help me with my mindset. I had to get a coach to help me with real estate. Why do it feel like something crawling on my leg? Hold on. Y'all about to see Dr. T do a whole dance. Because if I see anything crawling on me, I know the devil is alive and I feel that no more. Hold on. Maybe that's some hair or something. Okay. I don't know what it is. But Father God, if you want your creatures, get them. Because I will splatter their guts in a fast and not slow way. Listen, you got to have a coach for everything. A conditioning coach, a training coach, a sprint coach, an agility coach. Think of a boxer. He got a skill. How fast? An agility coach, okay? He got somebody work on his footwork. He got somebody to work with his uppercuts. He got somebody to work with his mind. You better not lose. You got to have a mental fortitude to get that close to somebody facing a face off, and you be putting your breath on my breath, and I don't sock you out. What? That takes some type of mental fortitude. I don't see how they do that. And I love God with all my heart, my soul, and my mind. But you invade my space, baby, you probably gonna get a knuckle sandwich. That's just real. So that got to be some type of mental fortitude for you to be that close to them. Yeah, I'm gonna whoop your butt. Yeah, well, what's up then? And you got that type of restraint that comes from the mind. That comes from the mind. So then after I start making this crazy amount of money that I've never made, God was like, look, I'm gonna see what you're gonna do. Is you ready for wealth or not? Because I'm gonna test you. Look at them people that didn't won the lottery and went right broke. That was your test. Just to prove to you you're not ready for wealth. What are you talking about? Wealth and riches, and I want millions of that. You're not even ready for them. See, what you ready for, what you want, you make yourself ready for. Hello, somebody. What you want, you make yourself ready for. When I was ready to get married, baby, I started acting married. I started setting the table for him. He wasn't nowhere in sight, baby. I went in my closet and started moving my clothes and stuff around to make room for him, okay? I made sure that I bought decorations and bath towels. I made myself ready. An older woman gave me that game. An older woman gave me that game. If you're ready for your husband to come, you stop sleeping with all these Ishmaels, then go ahead and prepare for him. That means go through the healing process, get rid of all of them soul ties from every time Dick and Harry before your husband came. Go do that. Make yourself ready. What you are ready for, you will prepare for it. You don't just go to go get no brand new car and you ain't went and studied the driving test so you know how to drive it. This is practical information. So he said, all right, see if you're ready for that wealth. When you get this money, this is what I want you to do with the money. And what he wanted me to do with the money was not what I wanted to do with the money. I'm like, wow, I just did this? Like, bro, I'm freaking out over here, bro. What? Is this real? Slap me, dude. Like, what? I was so pumped up. I was like, I've been working like that for nickels and what? He was like, that ain't your money. Now you can use some of it to take care of your bills and stuff, but that ain't your money. See, I called you to be a steward. Take that money and go invest in this. I'm like, okay, cool. That made me more. I'm like, baby, listen, it's on and popping. He was like, actually, it's not. I want you to take that and I want you to go invest in that. That course costs $50,000. I know. Go pay for it. I'm like, wow. I spent one day, 4 hours, $50,000 investment. I spent 4 hours with the gentleman, Uncle G, Grant Cardone. This man, when I came back from out of that meeting, I did my first 100,000 in one day. One day. I'm like, yeah, baby. Peace out, poverty. Peace out. He was like, nah. Now go take that money and do that. He was showing me how to be an investor. He was showing me how to be an investor. No, this gonna make you more later on. So go do this now. And when the crap hits the fan again, you'll be in a perfect position. See, because I don't want to just bless you for you and yours. I want to bless you for you, yours, and a whole bunch of other people. So he said, Tawana, and I'm gonna close with this. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all some opportunities. You wanna move forward. You talked about when went to the James Cardone. When I went to Grant Cardone, I don't know who James, but Grant Cardone. Yeah, when I went and sat with him in his VIP day. So what was I saying? See, y'all blame Abiola, okay? Obelia, excuse me. Y'all Abolia. Hopefully, I blame her. She just took the thought. What was I saying? Somebody remind me. I got the worship music on too back here, and it distracted me too because this is really my song. You talking about going all the way in? Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. No worries. So I what happened was when I left that meeting, I came back. I did 100,000 in one day, and then he was like, "No, we're not done. I want you to be put in a position." Thank you, Holy Spirit, for bringing it back. I want you to be put in a position where you will rule and reign later on. You're not taking a paycheck now. He said, so the next time this thing comes around, you will be in a position to be prospered. Okay. And I was like, okay, what that look like? And so he gave me a glimpse, and I'm going to just do a little storytelling with y'all, biblical storytelling with y'all. He took me to the book with Joseph. Joseph had to go through hell and high water. If you know the story, you know the story, okay? However, Joseph was elevated to a place of prominence because he was able to interpret. He had wisdom. So God spoke to him and said, look, there's getting ready to be a famine. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to go throughout the whole entire land of Egypt, and I want you to buy all of the wheat up. I want you to go buy all the wheat up. $50,000, 4 hours, one day, one course. It wasn't even a course. $50,000 for a VIP. We flew on a plane. I got the game on a plane. Then I was invited to his house. And that is where the connections and the people that I needed on board, they were there. And then we exchanged numbers. And your net worth really determines your net worth. I would have never, ever, and I went over the scripture the other day, a man's gift makes room for him and takes him amongst the great. Had I not paid that $50,000, I would have never got the connections. Never. It was just the proximity. When you take a picture with Oprah Winfrey, your authority increases. When you take a picture next to Donald Trump, whether you like him or not, your authority increases. Okay? Network. So I became a licensee of Grant Cardone, which means all the work he did before me, I was able to ride the coattail of that. And it just changed my life. Did $100,000 in one day because I was a licensee of this man. I had all access to all his resources, all his tools, all his ads, all of everything. Everything, literally. Okay. So, so he told me about Joseph. He said, look, I told Joseph to go buy up all the wheat in Egypt because there was a famine coming. And he listened. When the famine came, all them people needing food had to come to who? Joseph. There was no wheat to be bought anywhere. Only Joseph had wheat. So Joseph became a multi-billionaire in the middle of the worstest recessions, famines ever recorded. It made history. Still written in the book to today. We read it over 2,000 years later. He became a businessman. What about the widow? All she had was a cruise of oil. But her oil never ran out. She paid off her debt collectors, got her and her family out of a mess. She had more oil to sell and never ran out the whole entire 7 years of a famine. I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Isaac planted a seed and in the same year reaped 100-fold during a what? Famine and a drought. There was no water. But God gave him insight to where the wells was, and that's how he was able to get 100-fold return. Y'all need to pick up what I'm putting down because that's what he told me. Maybe y'all don't need to pick up what I'm putting down. I'm just sharing with you what he shared with me. He said, look, you're going to be in a position where people can't go into certain establishments. I'm going to have them come to you. People can't buy certain things because they're going to be modified. You're going to have the best. Organic. Okay? People ain't going to be able to get access to resources. Remember them people that you told to come along with you and build with you and they did not? Now they have to buy from you. Period. Joseph got houses, mansions. He got cattle. He got oxen, and he portioned it out. So every 6 months they had to come back. Say, well, we don't have nothing to eat. Are you going to let us die? He'd be like, no, I ain't going to let y'all die. What y'all got? We got our mansions. I'll take those. Here's enough for 6 months. Then they leave 6 months, come back 6 months later. You only gave us enough for 6 months. Now we don't have anything to feed our family. Okay, well, what you got? I got cattle. I got oxen. I got horses, donkeys. Bring them here. I'll take them. Okay, then 6 months later, they didn't ran out. He's like, we don't got anything. What else do you got? We have gold and we have silver. Okay, I'll take that too. Thank you. Okay. 6 months later, they come back. We don't have anything left. Are you surely going to let us die? And Joseph said, I will. What you got to sell? We don't have anything but ourselves. He said, I'll take y'all too. Come be my servants. I said a multi-billionaire in the middle of a pandemic. And there's two type of people that saw this thing for what it was. It was two type of people that saw this thing for what it was. One person saw it bad, saw it negative, and then another person, that's me. I'm one of them people, saw a positive. I said, babe, we finna clean house. You know the reparations we've been begging y'all for? We coming to get them. See, God shook up y'all stuff. He shook y'all up and gave you a warning. Don't play with me because this thing running. This plague is running rampant. And it ain't discriminating. Okay? So you can play like you don't want to let my people go. But I said that when I give the command to let my people go after 400 years, and people don't understand this. August 26, 1619, America received its first slave. August 26, 2019, 400 years was over. Let my people go. Nope. That thing broke out over there in China like in September and then hit the United States in January, right after Kobe Bryant. They nationally declared it a situation like in February. He said, Tawana, when the next one comes, you'll be prepared. That's what you will be. So you're not going to take no paycheck right now. You see all this AI and stuff that they using and they making millions of dollars with. Yep, I see it. I want you to learn that. I hate computers. I don't even know how to do data. I don't blah, blah, blah. I gave them, I was like one of them kids kicking and screaming because I hate it. But now I love it. I love the ability to have a skill that makes me money. God, you've been so good to me, and I just want to thank you. I'm not out there trading no labor. When we was moving some stuff for my grandfather, and we had to load that stuff on that truck, my heart broke. Man, that's some physical hard labor that will wear your bone. When I got done loading that truck, I couldn't do nothing but lay down. That ain't even me. I like to be up, moving around, doing what I got to do, vibrant. I just thought in that moment how good you are to me. Like real talk. This belongs to you. I always get to eat from the reservoir because you're not going to use me to take care of them and not take care of me. This stuff don't belong to me, but I get to partake. This belongs to you. What you want to do with this? And then once I got to 100,000, I was like, I got to do 200,000. I got to feel what 500,000 feels like. I got to feel what $1 million feels like. It's just unbelievable. And he gave me vehicles and means of which way I'm going to get you there faster. Because you asked me. I said, we ain't got 10, 15 years to work, 5 years. Lord, we ain't even got 5 good, solid years to try to go grind. With these bills and stuff, we'll never get there. What do we need to do? He said, you need to get back to the wealth that was here before money was called wealth, and get back to gold, silver, precious metals, land, get you some oxen. You'll never ever have to go to a grocery store. If you go get you 2 cow heifers, okay? Make them bad boys. Go get you 2 chickens. You'll forever have eggs, enough for you if you eat them and enough to sell some, okay? Go get you 2 pigs. If you eat that stuff, then you have more than enough for yourself and some to sell, okay? That's the way I work things. Go get you all different type of animals, Noah, and reproduce, repopulate right there on your dirt. Simple. Now you got a little extra dirt. Go grow you a garden. Put you some cabbage out there. Put you some tomatoes, some cucumbers, some fruit. You don't need meat to live. Put you some collard greens. Now, when you pluck up your collard greens, you go take them to the local grocery store and they buy them from you so that they can put fresh collard greens on it. Listen, this is bigger than me. It's bigger than, but you got to have vision to see. Because without vision, the people perish. You can't see where you're going. We thinking we just trying to work and get money. No, that's not my mission. And if that's your mission, don't follow me. I don't work for mammon. I hate that demon. I use mammon to work for me. Now, that's what I don't hate. It makes me feel good to make a lot of it. You used me for so long, kept me in chains and poverty for so long. Now I'm finna use the hell out of you. I mean that. I'm finna use you up, baby. Oh, you got some land over here for sale? Oh, okay, I'm coming. Oh, yeah. I'm finna use you up, and I'm finna make it rapidly because I need it rapidly. Bill Gates and them ain't gonna be out here owning 300 and 500 square acres of land by themselves. They were like, where'd she come from? And did. You don't have to give me 40 acres. I just went and bought 400. How about that? You didn't ever want to give them to me anyway because you knew they was going to make me wealthy. So now my job is to take the wealth of the wicked and to go back and confiscate that land that you thought you was going to buy. And guess what? I'm going to be in position when God drop y'all like this hot, like he did Pharaoh now, that y'all going to have to come back and buy from me. That's what the words say. I will bless your going and your coming. Okay? You will be the lender and never the borrower. That's my name. Everything I was denied for, I'm going after it. Everything I was told no, I'm going to go back and do it. And every bank and every door that was shut on me, I'm going to go back and buy my own door and open my own door. Okay? You cannot stop. I will not be stopped. Why? Because my mind has been changed. Did that help anybody on today? Got some opportunities. I like to say this. If y'all waiting on an email, hold your dogs, okay? Usually in the description, I say, look, wait 2 to 5 days. But I'm getting them out faster. People was calling me at 1 o'clock in the morning. Don't ever do that, okay? Because Dr. T is not ever up that late unless I'm up on assignment. And if I'm up on assignment, it's usually prayer watch or something, and you dare us not. You dare us not interrupt me at that time, okay? But I was asleep. Y'all can't call me that late, okay? Don't do that. I normally tell everybody, public service announcement, 2 to 5 days, okay? Especially if we're doing them manually. I don't flip and flop on my website and put these deals because I'm a serial entrepreneur and I'm trying to meet the needs of the community. I always offer discounts to meet people where they at. And that would cost a lot of money to just flip it up and down, flip up and down, flip up and down with my website, right? So we do them manually. Me and my poor assistant, she probably so tired of me. She loves me though. She makes, listen, she's not tired of me. I'll take that back. I take that out of the realm. I don't know why I said that, God, but I'll cast that word right now. She's not tired of me. Thank you, Father, for her. Blessing her. We be saying stuff figuratively, and we should not. I'm a steward over my words, so I take that right out of the environment. Speak death to it. It will not grow. It will not flourish. It will not do any of that. But I keeps her booked and busy. Literally. So we get into your emails, okay? And we're going to have them out to you ASAP. Now, with that being said, I got some opportunities for y'all. I got some very low ticket stuff that y'all can get in on. And then I got some middle ticket stuff that y'all can get on. I don't even bring to y'all my high ticket. I don't even bring to y'all my high ticket, okay? Those are usually reserved for my VIP and in-person events only. So I don't never bring to y'all my high ticket. If you think $1,000 is a high ticket, then you need to think again. Okay? You need to think again. I'm going to start with this because this has been burning on my heart. And every once in a while, I've had some prospects, but when it comes to working with the right person, I'm a very big stickler about that. Know who labor amongst you. That's very important to me. If you don't have the same heart as me, then you don't need to be around me. If you ain't trying to help people, then we ain't got nothing in common. If you're hungry, I'll feed you. If you're thirsty, I'll give you drink. I'll love on you because I'm commanded to, but I don't want you in my sphere of influence, and I don't want to be in yours. Okay? I don't want to be in yours. That's just for real. I guard my glory. You know what I'm saying? I put, I got defense mechanisms in place for my heart. I don't want to work with everybody. I don't desire to work with everybody. I really don't. I desire to work with the right somebody. Okay. And I'm going to get this out there first. I'm looking for 5 sisters, just 5, to join me in this mentorship where we are going to start communities, plan events, and do 6 and 7 figure days, weekends, and months. Okay. I'm trying to see how I can say this without saying too much because I'm also the type that uses wisdom about when I'm talking about what moves I'm making. Until it's time to say checkmate, I don't. But I'm focusing my time in another aspect of fighting for justice. And if you know, then you know, okay? So I'm looking to raise these women up. Not just any women. I want to make sure that you are ready. And if you're not ready, you're preparing for wealth. Because this is where wealth comes speedily. I want to show you how to be able to do this totally faceless if you like. I'm only looking for 5 women to go alongside of me. Okay. A banking institution only chose a government of 12. That's why I'm always coming by with small numbers. Okay. Because you don't need that many people. They chose a government of 12, okay? The board, you got the VP, the president, the vice president, and the other secretary, and all of that other stuff. Small number of people running trillion-dollar empires. I'm not looking for a whole bunch of people in this space. I'm only looking for 5. So I'm only going to put this out here, and right now, okay? You ain't going to hear me speak about it no more. After this here, okay? I'm looking for 5 who want to actually learn. And this is a program I never showed. I never even brought it out to the forefront. When I do my VIP days, that's a $15,000 per person type of situation. And a VIP day come from an event. Okay. I get these women in a group. They pay because they're looking for a lot of the stuff that I come here and just delegate to y'all so freely. Okay. They know they're not being ripped off because they get way more than I would ever pour here. And they don't mind me sharing, some of the juice. They don't mind that. But this is where you get 15, 25,000 per client. I want to show 5 of the women, a unit of 6 of us, with me being one included, okay? How to start communities and how to scale them, how you can be doing 6 figures per month in just your community. And then turn around and do 6 to 7 figures in a day, a weekend, or a month, or a year with events, okay? It's $1,000 investment. Normally, I would charge $5,000. When you don't hear me speak about this, we don't get all 5 of the people, it will be at 5,000. I come here because I know that there's some people that I would love to work with, and I'm trying to meet them where they at, okay? I love coming here, sitting down with y'all, to meet y'all family. And it's easy for me to work with y'all, okay? In the other spaces, it's more so I'm coach. I'm not family. And sometimes I get lonely. Even though I'm cool being by myself, I would like to share. I would like to travel with some sisters. I would like to do some big events with some sisters. I would like to show you the game. Okay, you do some big events, help you with your family, taking care of your family, setting them up the right, proper way. Just change your life. Okay, that's what my goal is. So I have that. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there right there. I only got 5 spots. It's a 1K investment. It's first come, first serve. Now I'm gonna work my way back down. Yesterday, I did something so insane. I ain't gonna do that no more. Okay? I was like, on this live, y'all can get access to this or this or that for half off. And I'm telling you, people called me at 1 a.m. Did I miss the sale? Still call me today. How can I get it on the sale? I know you said it was just yesterday on that live. And so I decided to bring those offers back. Okay? I have access to a land banking list where you can actually go buy you some land. If you want to get to the riches, then go buy you some land. You can buy it for, I seen the cheapest I seen was $53. I'm not even selling you the list for that. But they have land on there. You can bid every single day. You can own you a piece of property every single day, okay? It would be better for you to get in the course so you know the hacks, the tips, tricks, how to get around, get to the bag for real, for fast. But I put this out there yesterday. I got a list of over 100 land banks. You don't know what land banks about because they don't teach this type of stuff in our community. It's seized property from the government that you can go and buy. It already got a market value way more than what you're gonna pay for it. So the land that you buy for 1,000 already has a market value of 10,500. You buy it for 1,000. You go ahead and sell it to a wholesaler. Okay, get it off your hands. Click, wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? And then if it's valued at 10,500, you can sell it at 10,500 because that's what it's valued at. But when I do that, when I buy and flip, I buy it for 1,000. I'll sell it to you for 8,000 because I still just 2x, 3x my money. I only spent 1,000. I'm walking away with a 7,000 gain minus the 1,000 I invested. So I 7x my money. Okay. And then I turn around and go get me some more. And then I turn around, rinse, wash, and repeat the process so that I can go buy acres and acres. Like I done went out there and bought them 15 acres in Texas. And got some other acres down in Florida. Feel what I'm saying? That's how you play this thing called the money game. And it's also how you play the tax game. Now, I had this list. Originally, I sell it for $97. I let it go for $47. I'm gonna leave that offer up for 48 hours so that don't nobody come calling and fooling with me after no 48 hours. You had more than enough time to watch the video, see the video on the replay. I shouldn't have said it was only for this live, but it really was only for that live. But I'm gonna give y'all action at that, okay? Again, respectfully. So people you ain't gotta call me. Did I miss the sale? Listen, you hearing it from the horse's mouth, okay? You got 48 hours. Today is 7/3, 7/5. You will not hear these offers. It's going to regular price. You can still get it, but it's going back to regular price. Also, the medical courier, okay? Y'all don't know, just transportation is bigger than just having a fleet, having a big box truck, a 18-wheeler. No. Did you know you can make $250 per hour driving attorneys and doctors to and from their appointment? See, y'all really don't know. Catering, delivering food. This stuff you can do on your car. This is stuff you can do on your truck. This is stuff you can do to get you some right now rapid daily pay. Okay, it's daily. You get paid every you go drop that off. Here you go. That's how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to be getting no paycheck once a month or every 2 weeks because you got bills that accumulate every single day. You can do it in LA, Washington, Nevada, the Des Moines, wherever. It's a list of 74 apps. You would spend maybe 100 years trying to go through Google and find these different, because they're not out there. We've been in the transportation industry for a long time. We got the plug. We was like, this is a game changer. We got clients doing $1,100, $1,500 a week just on some deliveries. Oh, you need me to go to the CVS and drop it? Cool. You got young people, put them on. This is stuff that you can be doing. You working for yourself. That's the goal. Now you're able to get more revenue so you can invest and make more money to invest, to make more money to invest, till you made so much money you can't ever spend it in a lifetime. That's what investment does for you. I'm letting that medical courier, 74 medical courier apps, they websites for $47. Okay? 47. And then lastly, the credit club for the culture. Now I come by here and say, you can buy this template or you can buy the business in a box. I created a club so we can learn how to take back the power of that 3-digit score. Stop trusting people to do it for us. Stop begging people to do it for us. Stop being scammed by people who lie and say they're going to do it for us. You understand? Stop. We're not doing that. I created a club where I will give you a certain amount of templates for free 99 and then hold you accountable to go ahead and fill out your information and send them off to Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion to get that mess off your credit. To get it off. It's illegal to be there. To get it off. Before I make this the full price paid program, club, community, didn't I just tell y'all go ahead and come with me, the 5 of you sisters, so I can show you how to get rich off of communities and events? I created a community. If Netflix can charge $24.99 and they got 1.5 million users and they make $1.9 trillion every month, then we can too. Netflix don't own nothing. It's just a platform that they connect you to movies that other people own. Uber don't own no vehicles. It's just a platform that connects you to people who own vehicles and people who need a ride. So I have a community that I have put together. For $47, you can get access to that. Funding opportunities, how to fix this, how to rebuttal that, how to even start your own credit club, credit business, credit information, financial literacy, whatever it is, right? Because each one teach one, but how to start your own. Um, if you're a believer, you can start the Christian credit club. You don't have to try to reach everybody. I'm just trying to reach my tribe. And if you're a Christian in debt, you need to be over here in this club for $24.99. Just think about it. For $24.99, you get 1,000 people. Somebody tell me what that is, please. Is there a platform to finance the $1,000? There is a platform. Okay. Email me and I will send you that. If you want to be a part of the 5 and you want to finance it, use financing options, then email me. I also have my own in-house financial payment plan, okay, for the $1,000, but I'm only taking 5. So I have my own payment plan set up. If you're interested, you need to email me on that. Email is on the screen. It's right here at the top, right under my name. Right under my face. It says email, phone, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. It got my information right there on the screen. So you want to email me about that. I'm an Uber driver. That's right. High five, sis. I use Uber to get out of debt because that's what he made me do first. You ready for wealth? Get out of debt. Pay back, settle out those accounts, pay back what you owe, delete what you don't, delete what they trying to scam and put on there, learn the credit consumer law so that you can beat them at their own game. And then you're going to turn around and go get all the stuff that I promise you. That's the only way you're going to get it. You ain't going to get it and you're not able to be trustworthy. So I use Uber. I had a plan even with Uber. Every single day I'm going to make me $100. I ain't dealing with no whole bunch of weirdos. So I get up in the morning when I know people is trying to travel to and from work in the airport, right? 6 a.m. I'm up out driving. I stop, slow down about 9. Then I go on over to Uber Eats from about 9 to 11 because I know people ordering breakfast and lunch. And then I take myself on home. I have me $100 every day, $500 Monday through Friday. The weekends is for me and my Abba Father and my family. And then every 2 weeks, I got $1,000. Every month, I got $2,000. And I took that money and I just started settling accounts. Credit score shot all the way completely up. I will email you when this live is over. I'm working the credit game now. So far, so good. Let's go. Let's go. All right, y'all. That's what I got. Okay, so I got the club for $47. It's a community. It's other like-minded individuals. Hear me again. Your net worth, who you network with, determines your net worth. If you hanging around with geezers and buzzards who like to sit on telephone lines, dropping pigeon, dung, doo-doo, crap, SHI, you know what that other word is, then get off the telephone line. Come over here where the eagles is at, okay? We teach you how to soar, how to ride the wave, navigate the storm, okay? How to get your prey and take it up into your altitude and just let it suffocate itself, okay? That's what we teach you, right? Your net worth is determined by your net worth. I only run with people who doing billions. When I needed to run with those who was doing millions, when I came from 100air to 1,000air, from 1,000air, I needed to hang with millionaires. With millionaires, now I need to go find some billionaires because I'm coming for you. And when I'm done with the billionaires, my net worth determines my net worth. Y'all remember that? All right, love y'all. I'll see y'all the next time. If you are interested, don't wait and delay till tomorrow. Sign up now. Sign up right now. Yesterday I had them put a 1, 2, 3. I ain't gonna do that today. I'm just gonna give you a call to action to sign up now. Starbucks, we're done for 2 weeks. I'm gonna invest this into me because this is what I need. I am one of the 5. I'm scared, but I'm doing it scared. Listen, scared money don't make money, sister. And I promise you, I can't even work with scared people. I know that because you'll be scared and skeptical. I want you to know that you're worth it. And not only are you worth it, you deserve it. And you know what? Fear is good. It's being stuck in fear is what's wrong. When you have fear, the fear that you have is because you know you on the horizon of something different. And in order to have something different, you got to do something different. So that's where the fear comes from. When you let it paralyze you, that's a problem. When you let it paralyze you, that's a problem. My family think I'm crazy because if God tell me to move to Missouri, I'm there. If he tell me to get back to California, I'm there. If he tell me to go to Hong Kong, I'm there. Go back to Africa, and they be like, "You're not afraid?" No, I'm not. When God said it, there's a blessing for me on the other side. And guess what? He gave me the resource. You know how you know this for you? Because you got the money. That's how. Or either he'll give you favor. Okay, I gotta go, y'all. And this is my last $100. Listen, it ain't your last, it's your first. If y'all gonna roll with me, you gotta change this right here. And you gotta change this right here, okay? That's the only prerequisites. This is the first of many more to come. This is not my last, because money can always be given. You can go outside and find some money in a row. Go to a Walmart. Money is not, it's not your last. So I want that out of your vocabulary. This is the first of many more. God, I'm trusting you. Now you put your super on my natural. It's a principle. He can't fail you. Beloved, God will never fail you. If he gave a principle, as long as the earth remains, we in the earth is remaining, there will always be seed time and harvest. Notice that seed and harvest only comes from planting, but he never said nothing about consumption. Catch that with two hands. So regardless, I know if I invest this seed, it got to come back. It's principle. It's a law. It's a law. All right, y'all. Love y'all. I'm waiting on you, Sister Elaine. Come on, let's go. If y'all over here on TikTok, go ahead and message me. I gotta look for y'all message. If y'all message me, I'm gonna look for them right now, okay? Because I got a little bit of downtime. But message me, and I'll get y'all the information sent over, okay? Peace. All right, y'all. Let me see. Dr. T is the bomb and has your best entrance. Follow her lead. I love y'all. I ain't gotta know you to love you. I love you. Real quick, number 8, the faceless content creation. Is this a fine for you or a step-by-step do it yourself? Number 8, the faceless content creation. Let me see what you're talking about. Let me see if this is a course or if this is done for you. Hold on. Oh, y'all, I'm going to come back later on. I know there was a couple of y'all supposed to interview me, okay? Listen, there was some things that transpired. I couldn't come back on time. And then I just saw that they actually put y'all messages in the business. When I say message me, I seen like 3 or 4 people over there not too long ago talking about, I'll interview you, Dr. T. I needed y'all to put that in the chat. Hold on, let me see, where is this at? Let me see what we're talking about. Hold on 1 second. My husband gonna be like, he said an hour. He gonna be snarling at me, y'all. Come on, Facebook. I need you to obey. What are you doing? You're not doing that. I need you to obey right now so I can look this up and get off of here. Okay, number 8. Let's see. Faceless YouTube creation. So that's a step-by-step where it's a do-it-yourself, okay? I already did the work. I gave you the game, the juice, how to leverage, how to grow that thing, how to monetize it, how to repurpose. I gave you all the juice and the sauce, okay? So that's a do-it-yourself. I already done it. And now you go and do it. And it's step by step. I was waiting on the questions. I didn't see the questions in my regular inbox. I went looking for them. I was like, well, maybe she did. I didn't see that until before I got ready to come over here. It had messages in my business. See, my business Let me show y'all so y'all don't get it confused. When y'all are trying to contact Dr. T, please contact Dr. T on her personal page, okay? I answer over there faster. It might take me a week. This is my personal page, okay? This is my personal page right here. If you inbox me on this page, beloved, you're going to have to wait to either me or my assistant see that you didn't inbox us, because we have some automations and stuff over there. So we got it to set for automatic replies from AI. So I got to go over there and see, okay, message was responded to. If you see this profile, okay, this is my business page. And this is where the messages are at. If I click on the messages, I'll be like, wow, I just seen him today. So that's what the problem was, okay? So I will send out the questions. I'm going to come by later on. I don't know what time. I'll be like, I'm going to come back later on, and other people be pulling, but I'm going to come back later on because I got to get these questions out, and I got to get them answered, and I got to get them out there into the world, okay? And not only that, I know they're going to help somebody. I also got, I'm thinking about it, letting somebody interview me. This is National Bereavement Month. So I'm going to try to open up and talk a little bit about this grief and all of that stuff. So I'm working on coming up with the questions that will be comfortable enough for me to ask and help somebody else through this journey, through this process. Okay. So if you already got like 3 or 4, no cap, but if you would like to interview me, this is a bonus or benefit from you, because when the information is put out there, you who interviewed me goes with me. Okay. Just FYI. So yeah, I love y'all. I gotta go. Y'all done kept me too late. I'm finna blame it on y'all. Let me tell Marcus it's y'all fault. Simple as that. All right, y'all. I'm coming, honey. It's their fault. Coming wrong.